If you have anything to talk about while I'm delivering the lesson, you can write it in the chat box if it's related to the topic. Okay? Otherwise, I'll give you time later to discuss your doubts and anything else that you want. Chalo bhai, let's get it started. Chalo bhai. Okay. That is some Urdu in between. So let's get it started. Today is our second live session of our spelling rules workshop that we started 2 weeks ago. The topics that we shall cover are syllabus. I have already sent you something about syllabus, but still we have some confusions. So I'll try to eliminate those. I'll try to discuss a bit more about syllabus to give you more clarity on this topic. We'll talk about Shua. Shua has already been explained, but still some points are there to confuse you. So we will just remove those confusions. Rabbit rule again, another daunting topic, but we will try to fix this and then I'll take your question answers. Okay? I'll not go in detail of any of these topics since they have already been discussed, but I will just try to clear the confusions that you people have written in the comments or in the WhatsApp and Telegram group. So let's begin with syllables. I hope now you all know what are syllables and how to count syllables in English words. Okay? But just to give you a quick overview, syllables are the rhythmic beats in words. They are the appropriate breaking point of words so we can read the spellings properly or we can help our kids to read multisyllabic words or longer words. See, now how to count syllables? If you want to count syllables, the best technique that I suggest is to count the humming. Hum the word and keep your hand on your throat. When I'll turn on my video later, I'll show you again how to count the hum of your word. And the number of hums are actually the number of vowels that you are humming. And the number of vowels in a syllable is literally the syllable count of that word. Okay? Sometimes, rarely, or say rarely, the hum will not go with the number of vowels. Like last time, somebody asked about cytoplasm. So, cytoplasm. In plasm, we have a single vowel, and this is just a single syllable. But if you hum it, you will hear pla and zum separately. So, there are just some rare words, or you can say the words that you will get at higher level. Okay, we are learning everything here because we are teachers and parents and we want to give some easy techniques to our young learners. एक दफा जब बच्चे बड़े हो गए ना देन दे डोंट नीड इवन सच टेक्निक्स. हम क्यों सीख रहे हैं ये सब कुछ? हम क्यों ये सीख रहे हैं? क्योंकि हमें छोटे बच्चों को ये सब बातें सिखानी है, यंग लर्नर्स को बताना है. और अगर बड़े बच्चों को भी बताना है तो बड़े बच्चे वो जिनके पास नॉलेज नहीं है, जिनके पास बेसिक नॉलेज नहीं है, तो उनके लिए भी हम फिर बिल्कुल नीचे से स्टार्ट करेंगे. सही है? तो एक चीज को ध्यान में रखें, जब हम ये सब काम कर रहे हैं, who is our audience आपकी audience नहीं होगी, आपके obviously they will be your students. Who are your students? You are not teaching to graduation level. Okay, you are not teaching this course to anybody who is doing PhD in English, right? You are not doing this. So keep things simple. Follow the KISS principle means keep it simple. And once you just give all the basic to your kids now, they are smart enough to just manipulate it later, to multiply the ideas, to divide things how they make sense. ठीक है? तो simple आपने उन्हें knowledge देनी है, but that should be concrete, in the form of concrete concept. बाकी वो खुद कर लेंगे. The last thing, then I'll start talking about the topic. When you teach your kids maths, you only give them addition and subtraction at the beginning. But when they go to algebra, do you again teach addition and subtraction? They have these concepts now, and then they just bring it in algebra as well. They bring it in trigonometry. I don't know what is trigonometry. I have forgotten. But this is a branch of maths, right? So even if they have to do addition and subtraction, the concept is here. The basic concept is here. You don't have to teach them addition again. Similarly, we are here to give them the basic concepts or the foundational skills to read and write. Later, they are smart enough to get that how the words are sounding differently, why this word is not sounding the right way. ये सब उनको समझ आ जाएगा. Please believe me and believe your kids as well. ठीक है? Abhi, let's jump back. Jump back. Yeah, I am on next slide. I want you to I will first look at this thing. When we talk about syllables, this is the first slide that I wanted to show you. We have two things to do. We have types of syllables and we also have syllable division rules. These are two different things. Types of syllables क्या होते हैं? What are types of syllables? Here you are. Open syllable, closed syllable, magic is syllable, vowel team syllable, consonant plus LE. Another name for this is stable. We also call it a stable syllable. ठीक है? Then we have this one, consonant plus LE. Then we have diphthong syllable, R control vowel syllables. These are the different names of syllables. What does it mean? That if you have a word in which you have the word, for example, marker, in this word, we are breaking this word into two from here. And can you tell me the name of this syllable and name of this syllable? You can't say it, but you can write it. Which syllable is this? You can either say that this is an R controlled vowel syllable. We have the R controlled vowel, or even it is a closed syllable. But R controlled vowels doesn't have to do with anything with closed syllables. ये मैं अभी थोड़ा explain कर दूंगी आपको और. And this is a pure R controlled vowel syllable. Right? So these are the names of syllables. If you go for the word item, I is open syllable. What is the name of this syllable? Open. And what is the name of this syllable? It is closed. Why? Because we have a consonant making a door after the vowel to make it say its short sound. Okay? The consonant is closing the door. That's why this is closed syllable. Right? So these are just the names of syllable. Let's take an example of consonant plus LE syllable. For example, the word is syllable itself. It's written here. Lay consonant plus LE. Consonant plus LE syllable. Right? Magic is syllable. Magic is syllable. Let's take the example of create. This is an open syllable and this is a magic is syllable or a split digraph syllable. So these are the names of syllables. Okay, types of syllables. Diphthong syllables will be boiler. Boil. Diphthong syllable. First one is has a diphthong or is a R control vowel. ठीक है, I hope that this thing is clear. Give me a thumbs up if the names and types of syllables are clear. They are nothing but the child will see the vowel sound and he will say which syllable is this. Okay. Names of syllables or types of syllables depend on the type of vowel used in it. So if you give your kids a very strong foundation for types of vowels, they will get the syllabus name as well. Now here's the second thing that we need to know. Syllable division rule. अभी हमें ये तो पता चल गया है कि सिलेबल्स के नाम क्या हैं, ठीक है? लेकिन वर्ड्स को सिलेबल्स में डिवाइड कैसे करना है ये अभी हमको नहीं पता. हम बड़े वर्ड्स को आगे पीछे डिवाइड करते हैं, हमको नहीं समझ आता कि हम उन्हें कैसे डिवाइड करें. तो हम इसके लिए क्या करेंगे, हम कुछ रूल्स सीख लेंगे. द फर्स्ट थिंग विल बी जस्ट क्लियर दिस. फर्स्ट रूल टू डिवाइड दिस वर्ड इनटू सिलेबल, जहां से हम बच्चों को सिलेबिकेशन स्टार्ट करेंगे. द स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट, व्हाट इज द स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट ऑफ breaking the rules into syllables is this pattern: VC CV. What does it mean? That you have to introduce first the closed syllable words and then we'll move on. For example, if your word is napkin, Count from the vowel. This is vowel, this is consonant. Then we have another isn't it clear? Let me write it here in a legible writing. Napkin. Now let's see if how before starting to divide, ask your child that can you mark the vowel. This is a vowel. Change the color. This is a vowel. This is a vowel. Then say that how many consonants do you have in the middle of these two vowels? Single consonant, oh, sorry, two consonants. If you have VCCV, if you have VCCC, CAV, break the word from the middle and read the word. Napkin. And this is your starting point. This is the point from where you will start giving them exercises or worksheets for syllable division. Okay? Once, because this is easy to break. Now you are just dividing the word into half. एक part इधर चला गया, एक part इधर चला गया. We have two parts now. So we are just dividing it like this. जब बच्चे को ये काम करना अच्छे से आ जाएगा ना, it means कि उसको समझ आ गया कि syllables क्या होते हैं और वो divide कैसे करने हैं. Right? इसके बाद जब हम जाएंगे ना, तो you can either go for open syllable pattern, लेकिन उससे पहले अगर इसको एक आसान काम करना है आपको, एक मिनट रुकेंगे, मैंने क्या किया है with the slide it has, where is the slide that I made? Mm-hmm. Give me a second, please. Can't see it. Give me a second, please. Okay, here. So what you can do, second step, you can also give them consonant plus LE syllable. Why? Because they are also very common and easy to understand. Let me give you a rhyme for this. Spot, spot the E, spot the E and count back 3. Count back 3. इसको लिख लें कहीं. Write it down somewhere. Spot the E and count back 3. Spot the E and count back 1, 2, 3. So this is your syllable. If you see letter E, LE together at the end, what you have to do, you have to spot the E and count back 3. बच्चों को ये बता दें. If you see any word in which you have LE at the end, spot the E and count back 1, 2, 3. This is your syllable break. Okay. What will happen with this? Why we are teaching this with this not mnemonic, I'm sorry, with the rhyme? Because consonant plus LE syllable can be of two types. You can either have let me handle. You can either have a word like this, 1, 2, 3, break it. See the first syllable. It's a closed syllable. Okay? So you don't have to be worried about it. Closed syllables are easy to locate. 1, 2, 3. This is your last syllable, and the rest of the thing, check it carefully. It's a closed syllable. Okay, fine. But if you have your word table, now if the child is not very sure where is the syllable, where should I break it, tell him if you see LE, spot the E and count back 3. 1, 2, 3. यहाँ पे आ गया, break करे. Now look at this syllable, the first syllable. Will you read it as table or table? Right? So this is the thing. However, एक मिनट रुक जाए यहाँ पे. Hold yourself. हम बच्चों को पहले open syllable वाले stable syllables नहीं कराएंगे. First, we will not teach our kids the open syllable, stable syllable patterns. After teaching them the closed syllables, this is your first point. Teach them the stable syllable with closed syllables like this. Okay, like the handle one. Don't go for these one. There can be many words like handle, puddle, muddle. What else? You can write them in the comment box. I will have a look. So bubble, BUBBLE. Right? So after closed syllables, give them consonant plus LE with closed syllable. Next, move on to, this is number 2, this is number 3. Move on to open syllables. Open syllable का मैंने बहुत आसान तरीका आप लोगों को बताया है. I have given you a very easy way to teach open syllable with an activity, and that completely makes sense to even a kindergartner. कैंडल की स्पेलिंग गलत है यार, DLE. ठीक है, थैंक यू सो मच. ओके, सो give them open syllable. This is the open syllable, and once you give them open syllable, you can again bring consonant plus LE syllable, and here you can teach them the words Bible, rifle. What else? What else? Table. Okay, the words in which consonant plus LE syllable is with the open syllable position. Open syllable, first open syllable. ठीक है? यहाँ तक हो गया clear? So let's again do it. Number 1 is closed syllables. This is how you begin the thing. Second is consonant plus LE but with closed syllable. Third is open syllable. Fourth will be consonant plus LE with open syllable. ठीक है, इससे पहले open syllable लगेगा. After this, we have VCV pattern. This is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a close first syllable and then we have a vowel. Now here what is the tricky thing? We have only one consonant between two vowels. For example, let's take the very controversial word body. Body. Look at the vowel. We have a vowel. Let me change the color. Find out the vowels. This is a vowel. This is a vowel by saying the E sound, okay? And this is the consonant. Now the problem is this, that where will you send this D? We cannot double the D because it is the spelling. So we will read the word both ways. Is this body or it's body? Is it body or it's difficult to pronounce as the other way. Body. Will you read it with the long O sound or with the short O sound? So if you read it with the short O sound, it means that you need a door to keep this O short, to keep this syllable close, and this will be your syllable break. It will be body, body. Okay? So हमें पढ़ के देखना है. If you have a pattern in which you have only a single consonant in between, you have to read the word. Most of the words are in our environment, are part of our, they are a part of our language और बच्चों से कर लेंगे, नहीं तो you will model it. You are there to teach ना. अगर उन्हें नहीं आता तो उन्हें बताएं कि इसकी ये pronunciation है और फिर बोलें कि break करो syllable में. हम जब बताएँगे तो उन्हें समझ आ जाएगा और नेक्स्ट टाइम वो उनके लिए हमें सब कुछ तो हम ही सिखा रहे हैं, तो ये भी हम ही सिखाएँगे, ठीक है? उन्हें कहीं ऊपर से नहीं आएगी, कोई रेवलेशन नहीं होगी उनके ऊपर के उन्हें खुद से पता चल जाए, खुद से नहीं पता चलेगा, आपने बताना है, मैंने बताना है, राइट? Then we have, I hope that this pattern is clear. Then we have VC pattern. अच्छा, इसके बाद मैं एक और चीज़ ऐड कर दूँ. Since it's a live class, so whatever is coming in my mind, I'm giving you that thing. If we have something like this, again, V, C, V. First, you will go with the closed syllable pattern. If it doesn't work, for example, the word is tiger. Mark the vowels, please. You can even write it in your notebooks. This is a vowel. This is also a vowel. We have a single consonant in it between. Now what will we do? Will we give this consonant to this one or will we give this to here? We don't know. Say the word. Is the word tiger or tiger? Tiger or tiger? एक कॉन्सोनेंट है, सही से डिवाइड करना है, तो हम क्या करेंगे? बोलेंगे, बच्चे को बोल के बताएं, बोलेंगे टाइगर. ही ऑलरेडी नोज दैट देयर इज समथिंग लाइक ओपन सिलेबल, और उसको समझ आ जाएगा दिस इज द लॉन्ग वावल एंड दिस इज द सिलेबल ब्रेक. टाइगर. एंड इवन ही डजंट नो, आप ना भी बोलें, जब वो ये वर्ड पढ़ेगा टिगर टिगर बोलेगा और उसको पता होगा कॉन्टेक्स्ट की वजह से, व्हाट एवर कॉन्टेक्स्ट इज रिटन इन द बुक, जू एनिमल्स की या किसी वाइल्ड एनिमल्स की बात हो रही है, तो उसे समझ आ जाएगा कि टिगर क्या होता है. बस भी टाइगर. कॉमन सेंस इज समथिंग दैट इज कॉमन इन किड्स. हम थोड़ा भूल जाते हैं, बट इट इज common to kids, okay? उन्हें समझ आएंगी बातें. You just have to explain it the right way. और अगर नहीं समझ आता, model the things, explain them. अब आ जाते हैं the last syllable break, that is according to the lion rule. I hope that you guys have watched the videos of the rules that I have been sharing. So this is the lion rule pattern in which we have, let me write the word lion here. Now let's find out the syllables. Oh, sorry, vowels. We have a vowel. We have a vowel. Is it a vowel team? Nah, it's not a vowel team. So we have to break the word from here. Now read the word lion. Lion. Always saying the sound. Okay, lion. This is how we break it. Similarly, the word poet, create. What else? Um, at the right time, I don't get any examples, but I hope that this thing is clear, right? Poet, create. We have two. This is a vowel team, EA, but in create, this is the magic syllable and this is the open syllable. They both belong to different syllables now. समझ में आई है? जब बच्चे वर्ड को ब्रेक कर लेंगे syllables में, for example, for example, what? अभी कुछ नहीं आ रहा. BIBLE, Bible, ऐसे break कर लेंगे. Then you will ask them, which syllable is this? This is open. Which syllable is this? This is the stable syllable or consonant plus LE syllable. ठीक है, ऐसे करके आप उनसे नाम भी पूछ सकते हैं if you want, otherwise you just go for the thing. अच्छा, I hope that this thing is clear. हो गया? If you have any questions related to this flow, that what I have taught you, उसका कोई क्वेश्चन है तो लिखें. मुझसे ये मत पूछें कि वर्ड को सिलेबल में ब्रेक कैसे करेंगे. ये मैं पहले भी आपको बता चुकी हूँ. हर वर्ड को अगर आप मुझसे पूछेंगे कितने वर्ड्स मैं आपको बताऊंगी. How many words I can tell you? Okay, I will do 1, 2, 3, 4, but how many? I have given you a proper channel to find ना. Google the words. Come on, ऐसे मुझसे मत पूछें कि इसमें कितने से मतलब मैं बता दूंगी. अभी बैठी हुई हूँ आपके सामने बता दूंगी. बट दिस इज डिपेंडेंसी. व्हाई आर यू जस्ट मेकिंग योरसेल्फ डिपेंडेंट? क्या वर्ड बोला है आपने भी? आइडिया. ठीक है. लेट्स राइट इट लाइक दिस. हाउ मेनी syllables in idea? Enter it. आपको गूगल पे सब मिलता है. बहन, बच्चे, बेटे, कौन है आप लोग? Look at this. 3 syllables. Idea. Stress syllable is this one. Is idea. 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 This is how we say it. सुना भी देगा ये आपको. Let me share the sound as
D A idea idea
listen to it again.
idea idea.
ठीक है. So this is how ये बहुत when you go slow you hear all the vowel sounds clearly, but when you say it quickly it's idea, 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 something like this. Okay, तो वो आपको यहाँ पे मिल जाएगा. Google it. Nobody can tell you every time that how many syllables in which word and which word. It's not that I don't want to share with you. I have given you the proper channel. Use it. मैं कितने words आपको बता दूंगी. नहीं बता सकती ना सारे. तो सर्च करें, खुद सर्च करें, सब चीज का आंसर मिल जाएगा. देन आई होप ये सिलेबल वाली चीज क्लियर है. इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चंस रिगार्डिंग टू द सिलेबल टॉपिक, प्लीज राइट इट इन द कमेंट्स बॉक्स और रेज योर हैंड सो आई कैन गिव यू अ चांस टू स्पीक. अच्छा नहीं, चांस नहीं दूंगी. आई वोंट गिव यू द चांस टू स्पीक राइट नाउ. वी विल डू इट लेटर. राइट इट इन द कमेंट्स बॉक्स. नहीं है? इज इट क्लियर? Right? Okay. Now, I think nobody has any questions regarding syllabus. If you have any, please type them in the chat box or can ask me later. Now, what was the next thing that I wanted to tell you? Give me a sec. It was about Shua, I guess. Okay. The questions about Shua are that when should we teach it? Now we know that shua is a soft or a sound, and it's a swallowed sound of vowel. Somebody wrote it in the comment that if shua is the most used sound of English vowel, so why I didn't give it in the chart that I made for, or that I shared with you for the phonograms. So dear sister, shua doesn't have a single letter to express itself. Okay, shua sound can be said by any vowel. Maybe it be a short vowel, a long vowel, an R control vowel, a diphthong. Any vowel can make the shua sound. So we do not have any grapheme. Grapheme means letter that can individually represent the shua sound. That's why shua sound is not included in this chart. Okay, I hope that this point is clear. Second question about shua was that when to introduce. Abhi, tell me one thing. Why do you want to make things complicated for kids? Why do you want to introduce shua if it's not needed? Remember this thing. Follow the KISS principle. Now let me tell you that yes, even then, when should we teach it? Let me share something with you from the Jolly Grammar Book 4. Can you see my screen? Okay. Remember that different phonic schemes have different criterias or different system. ठीक है, उनका अलग अलग तरीके का होता है. Jolly grammar को मैं क्यों दिखा रही हूँ, क्योंकि this is something that most of us are familiar with. So this is level 4. You can see it, right? Level 4 means grade 3 or grade 4 according to India and Pakistan. If I show you in grammar books, what happened that we have the spelling lists as well. अभी देखें स्पेलिंग लिस्ट हमारी ग्रामर 4 की से शुरू है. Let me take you to Shua. Give me a second, please. The first introduction to Shua, according to the British system, is to a third grader. Level 4 का मतलब होता है ब्रिटिश सिस्टम में ग्रेड 3 का बच्चा. ठीक है, तो ग्रेड 3 के बच्चे को पहली दफा शुआ इंट्रोड्यूस कराया जा रहा है. वी आर इंट्रोड्यूसिंग शुआ फॉर द वेरी फर्स्ट टाइम टू अ थर्ड ग्रेडर, एंड ओनली विद द वर्ड्स इन विच ए सेज द शुआ साउंड. Okay, then what is the pattern of introduction? You have to explain your kids that sometimes if we have disyllabic word or multisyllabic words, all the vowels don't make their complete sounds. What is the sound that they say? They say a schwa sound, that is a soft or a. In this list, we will find out which vowel is making the schwa sound and which is making its normal sound. Then you will share this list, either write it on the board or project it on the screen, and then you kids will break the words into syllables. They are third grader, they know very well how to break the words into syllables. Say the first word, pasta, pasta. Okay, the last is making the schwa sound. Avoid, avoid. I don't know if it's clear enough. Avoid. First A is making the schwa sound. Then we have panda, panda. Last one is making the sound. Hexagon, hexagon, hexagon. Sorry, it's hexagon. This A is making the schwa sound. So you need to have a controlled vocabulary list. It's not as if anybody will come with anything and will start talking about schwa. ऐसे नहीं होगा. ये तो बच्चे को आप क्रेजी कर दोगे. ठीक है, वो पागल हो जाएगा कि क्या बोले जा रही है टीचर. So don't go like this. Have a controlled vocabulary list with you. You will find these lists on Google as well. Not specifically this one, but if you write words with schwa a, words with a saying schwa sound, मिल जाएगा आपको. इसके बाद schwa a के बाद जो हमारे पास लेसन है वो हमारे पास शॉर्ट वाउल के ही है. Short vowel nahi, single letter vowel. Can you see this? Shua, O saying the schwa sound. Then we have E saying the schwa sound. इस तरह करके हमारी लिस्ट चल रही है. ठीक है, एंड इफ यू गो टू द एंड हमारे पास फिर OR आ जाएगा जो schwa बोलेगा. कंट्रोल्ड वोकेबलरी लिस्ट. इंट्रोडक्शन के वक्त हम कंट्रोल वोकेबलरी पे काम करते हैं. लेटर जब बच्चों के पास कॉन्सेप्ट आ जाता है, दे आर इंजीनियस, उनके पास बहुत दिमाग है, वो मैनिपुलेट कर लेते हैं, आइडियाज को समझ लेते हैं. ठीक है, इंट्रोडक्शन के वक्त शॉर्ट लिस्ट रखें, उन्हें समझाएं. इंग्लिश में भी बोल दूं एक दफ़ा, सॉरी. When you are introducing any concept, work with controlled vocabulary lists. And once you give the concept correctly to kids, then they are again ingenious, enough ingenious so they can manipulate the ideas. OR ka shua aa jayega, then you will have like, shua is finished. Even you have the shua with AR, right? I'm not. I hope that this thing is clear about shua. So when to introduce shua? First of all, don't introduce it if you don't need it. जब किसी चीज की जरूरत ही नहीं है ना बताने की, तो कोई जरूरत नहीं है शुआ बताने की. सेकेंड थिंग, अभी बच्चे को बता दिया, यू हैव टॉट हिम दैट ओके इन द वर्ड अवॉइड, और चलें लेट्स कीप इट सिंपल, अगो. वेयर इज शुआ? अगो. दिस इज द ओ साउंड, complete vowel. This is shua. Okay, so this is shua. Now, oh, मैं क्या बता रही थी? Slipped from my mind. हाँ, excuse me. So once we have taught that, okay, this is shua, I literally have forgotten what I was to say. Mm, look at this. Look at my brain. Shua हो गया मेरा brain भी. Okay, some tips that I have given you. If it comes back to my mind, I'll just say it. Shua sound for a while. Like ये तो हो गया that so you can, for A, this is a bit simple. That letter A at the beginning of many words and at the end of the word make the sound, the shua sound. Okay, but this is not a rule. We need to go. Ha, got it, got it. I got it. I remember what I wanted to say. I was saying that if you get rid of the shua confusion, remember this thing. Say as you spell it. I have said this before as well. If you want to dictate the word or if the children are memorizing their spellings, what you have to say, tell them if you want to write ago, write ego, 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 a go. Okay, you can even make the legs of go, ego. If you write ego, the word will be ago. If you want to write the word, for example, doctor, the word is doctor. Oops, sorry, doctor. Now this is schwa, right? It's the sound, doctor. Or even if you say it with so you will say You will not say or. It's not doctor, doctor. This is the break. Tell them if you want to write doctor, write doctor, doctor. Okay. If you want to write the word, any other word, for example, any word which give me any word. Sure, Sana, you said need to introduce and give me any word, any example. For example, grammar. Chalo, let's take grammar. Gram, am, the complete sound. And this is again, or grammar, grammar. In British English, sound. The schwa is and even AR is saying the sound, and whatever. American hai to hi bolega, grammar. So how will the child memorize the word? Grammar, grammar. Say as you spell it. और उसके बाद ऐसा नहीं होगा कि वो somebody was asking that how it will affect the pronunciation. Nothing will happen to the pronunciation because you will mention after saying this that this is how we spell it and this is how we say it. We say grammar, but we write grammar. ठीक है? Thank you so much for the words, but I hope that the concept is clear. Say as you spell it. This is the way to memorize the Shua spelling because Shua doesn't have a spelling. उसकी कोई स्पेलिंग है ही नहीं, तो हमने उसको वैसे ही जैसे जैसे लिखेंगे वैसे वैसे बोलते जाएंगे और बच्चों को बताते जाएंगे कि दिस इज द स्ट्रेस सिलेबल, यहाँ पे ये साउंड आ रही है. ऑलराइट, द रेस्ट आर द Shua sound, but how to write the Shua? Say as you spell it. So I hope that this thing is also clear. When you can introduce it at least matlab proper with proper lesson. I would go with Jolly Grammar, so grade 3. But if your kids are enough genius and they ask you about they ask you questions about Shua, you can even go with the first grader. If the first grader is asking you now, it means that he is ready for this. You are the master, you are the mentor. You need to know that what is suitable for your kid. But if only one child is asking, do not teach the full concept to the whole class. You can take him to a side and explain that how the things work. क्योंकि हर किसी का वो लेवल नहीं होता. Every child doesn't have the same capacity to understand some higher level concepts. तो ग्रेड लेवल के हिसाब से चलेंगे. ग्रेड लेवल 3 में अकॉर्डिंग टू जॉली ग्रामर ये इंट्रोड्यूस कराया जाता है. यू कैन इन सम other phonics scheme, again I'm talking about jolly grammar, but in some other phonics scheme you might find it that in second grade they are also teaching Shua, right? So it just depends on the phonics scheme that you are following or on your student, but keep it simple. Again, follow the KISS principle. If it's not needed, don't go for it. And if it's needed, even say as it is spelled and tell that the other vowels are saying the Shua sound. Give me a thumbs up if it's clear, or even, or give a thumbs down if it's still not clear to you. Shua हो गया. अब आ जाते हैं रैबिट रूल पे. रैबिट रूल अगेन समथिंग दैट पीपल हैव बीन आस्किंग कि ये क्या है, क्यों है, ऐसा क्यों करता है. The first thing about rabbit rule, as I told you, that we have around 176 or 174 adherent. Adherent means the things that the words that follow the rule, and 160 something exceptions. So why we are giving rabbit rule to kids? Let me write here that I'm talking about rabbit rule, because these 160, we always see the positive side of things. Okay, if we teach kids rabbit rules, so they can at least spell these 176 words easily, and most of them are the words that are in the list, vocabulary list of our young learners. ठीक है. Again, let me recall you, हम बच्चों के टीचर हैं. We are teaching primary students. We are not the teachers for graduate students. Okay, हम graduation को नहीं पढ़ा रहे. ग्रेजुएशन को पढ़ाएंगे ना तो उनको इतनी अकल होती है कि हाँ भाई ये एक्सेप्शंस है. बट फॉर किड्स वी गो फॉर द words that are in use that are used in their books, or that are used in their everyday spoken English, right? And for these words, these 160 words help you with the rabbit rule. ठीक. अब एक किसी ने लिखा था synthesis. Synthesis is the word synthesis. This is the break. No, I think this was not for rabbit rule. I'm sorry. This was not for rabbit rule. Something else was written there in comment. चलो मैं अपनी example दे दूँ. Let me give you my example. Okay, the question was something like this, that rabbit rule, for how many syllables rabbit rule, just a minute. Let me clear it. Accommodation. Rabbit rule says that if you have a 2-syllable word, write the word summer. Okay, and the first syllable has a short vowel sound, and in the next syllable you have, let me just erase this er. If you have at least a 2-syllable word, the first syllable has a short sound and the next syllable is a vowel syllable. No matter vowel team, which vowel team is this, R control vowel, no matter whatever, but it begins with a vowel. You have to double the medial consonant. This is what rabbit rule says. Why we are doubling this consonant? Actually, because we want to keep the sound of this short vowel long. If it doesn't happen, as I told you, that any vowel can cast its magical spell on the other vowel and can pull the sound. अब ये rabbit rule जो हमने इधर किया है ना, we are not saying that in this word we have the rabbit rule, but it is here. Look at the words accommodation. Remove this C. Now check this. We have the short A here. We need to keep it short. We need a door to close. but this O can hop over and pull the sound of A. So that's why we need to double this C here as well, right? So this is a long word, but we just see two adjacent. Adjacent means barabar barabar, two syllables that are side by side, and then we'll try to fix it. In two syllable words, yes, the rabbit rule is obvious that it's working. But even in longer words, if there is something where you need to double the consonant to keep the sounds short of the first syllable vowel, you can double it. ठीक है? तो अब वो जो है हमको जैसे जैसे वर्ड्स बढ़ते जाएंगे हमें कॉमन सेंस को भी यूज करना है एंड देन चेक डिक्शनरी एज वेल. ये काम इस तरह होगा. कमोडिटी में अगर जाए, लेट्स सी द वर्ड कमोडिटी. हेयर हमारे पास यहाँ शुरू में आ रहा था, देखिए कमोडिटी. We need to double the m, otherwise if I don't double it, o will pull the sound and it will be comb oddity. We don't need it, so what we will do, we will double it. Now this o will say the sound, the other this o and don't forget about this. I'm sorry, just keep it like this. It's a closed syllable now. Commodity. ठीक है? It will go like commodity. So these are some things that what I'm saying, we can manipulate things. We can just multiply the concepts. And if you just keep trying, keep searching. Google को use करें, use Google, उसके पास सब चीज़ का जवाब होता है. Almost everything. So वो बता देगा आपको चीज़ों का. चलिए यहाँ तक हो गया. Then in the life class of children, there was a word precipitate. So precipitate. Precipitate. Somebody asked me that why this E is saying the short sound pre. Why not pre? Because pre is the thing, right? Pre. This is a syllable, or you can say prefix. So I searched for this because there are many words. In the word precious, it also says the short sound. In the word president, president, it also say the short sound, but in many words it say the pre sound as well. So what is the reason for this? The reason is that pre has two pronunciations. It can say pre, it can say pre. You have to go with the first thing is, if you already know the word, go with that thing. Otherwise check the root of the word. It also depends on the root of the words, that what is the origin, from where it has come from. ठीक है? So these two things, the origin of the word for the pronunciation of pre and pray matters, and pray is the pronunciation that we gives later. First we introduce the pre sound of this thing and we then give them a word list. Okay? Pre-primary, preliminary. Pre means before. Every suffix, prefix and suffix has a meaning. Can we explain? Because it's the open syllable, na? Let me see what you are asking, Miss Aruj. Let me write the word here. Yeah. What is your question, Miss Aruj? If it's something accommodation. Why is it not pulling? Pre का मैंने बता दिया. It depends on the root word, and I'm not getting the other question. So let's keep it for the discussion after this, so we can quickly finish the recorded session. The last question that I'm going to explain here was about the ishan suffix. Somebody asked in the WhatsApp group that why, when we write the word addition, we are adding the shan thing. Why are we adding this I here? Why this is addition? And when we write the word partition, part is a word, base word, shan is this, then why this I is added here? So let me tell you about this partition and addition. This is called what do we say it? Joining vowel kind of thing. It has a special term that is not coming in my mind, but vowel, sometimes we need to add vowels to our words to further make them transform them into new words. Okay, so इसका कोई नाम होता है जो मुझे नहीं याद आ रहा, लेकिन ईशन एक सफिक्स है, अलग से सफिक्स है. ईशन का मतलब होता है द मीनिंग ऑफ ईशन इज द रिजल्ट ऑफ समथिंग, right? So addition means the result of adding. This is a verb, to add. This part is a verb, to add. And with shun thing, remember that if you have shun in a word, it's a noun. So you are changing verb to noun, and to change this, you are putting the ishan suffix. To add is a verb, addition is a noun, and ishan is a suffix which means the result of. As I told you, the suffixes and prefixes have meaning. So for partition, to part is a verb, partition is a noun. Okay? Another example, compose is a noun. But if you go for the word composition, sorry, compose is a verb, to compose. I'm composing a tune. Okay? I'm composing something. So to compose is a verb. But when you change this verb to a noun, you have to add the ishan suffix. That's it. Okay? I hope that this point is also clear. Now I'm stopping the recording because have I covered all the topic? Let me just see once again. Rabbit rule is covered, syllabus sure. I hope that the things are clear. And next time, thank you so much for joining. We will record it. This is the end of the recorded session. Now I'll take your question answers. ठीक है,